Well, I think some of the issues that they've raised have to do with ways that ICE is doing its job differently now than they were doing it even in the first Trump administration, having to do with a different kind of warrant, having to do with ICE agents wearing masks. And obviously this all comes in the wake of ICE detaining and arresting American citizens mistakenly, and obviously Renee Good and Mr. Preddy, Alex Preddy, being killed on the streets of Minneapolis. It's not exactly the same as how things have always been done.
The laws are exactly the same. Let's talk about the masks. You don't see ICE wearing masks inside the airports because they're not on the street arresting criminals. You got the agitators who cross the line and threaten ICE agents. The same people in the Democratic Congress that want ICE to take off the mask are the same people who say ICE is going to shoot people inside airports. I mean, you can't have it both ways. So if you want ICE to take the mask off, the threat level has to decrease. It's up 8,000% increase in threats against ICE officers. And that's because a lot of the rhetoric coming from the Hill. Stop calling ICE Nazis and racist. Stop saying they're going to shoot people inside airports. That's going to drive the threat level down, and we can talk about masks. So, you know, we got to work together at this, but the ICE is doing the same thing they've done during 40 years I've been doing it. Again, they're enforcing the laws that they enact. If they don't like it, change the law. The law hasn't changed. The difference is, under the last 4 years of Joe Biden, they weren't enforcing the law. Now ICE is actually enforcing the law, doing their job, and they don't like it. If they don't like what ICE is doing, change the law.
Let me ask you about a separate topic. Several administration officials have discussed and have not ruled out the idea of sending ICE agents to polling locations during the midterm elections this November. Has President Trump asked ICE to start making any sort of plans to go to polling sites during the midterms?
I've had no discussions about that with President Trump or Secretary Markwayne Mullin. Has not came up in any conversation.
Tom Homan, we always appreciate your coming by. Thank you so much, sir. I hope you have a nice rest of your weekend.
All right, thank you, sir.